Welcome back to NFL Pick'ems. I'm here with Alex. We're all tied up, Alex. You had a strong week.
I did.
You had a strong week. You talked me out of the Bengals. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay.
I talked myself out of it, honestly.
Yeah.
But we're back again.
Exactly.
Once again, dude, all tied up. It's a banger. It's gonna be fun. We have a very interesting week ahead of us. How do you feel, man?
Dude, this week is gonna be a lot tougher. A lot tougher. There's very, very thin point spreads, and for a very good reason. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest.
Yeah, I think this will be a very interesting week, especially if we differ on a few of these picks. It could be catastrophic. But before we get into the video, what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy, Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro, and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Let us know your picks in the comment section below. Let's have that nice, sensual, intimate football discourse down there. And go ahead, check out Alex's channel, The Hail Mary Podcast. He be doing good work over there. So you want to start us with this Thursday game, man? Let's
go with it. So we got Jaguars and Bengals. Seems pretty damn straightforward. Trevor Lawrence is a pick machine. I think Jesse Bates might actually have 2 interceptions this game. That might be my underrated little bet right there. Joe Burrow's doing a pretty damn good job besides throwing back-to-back-to-back interceptions.
Well, that was ridiculous. Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but still. I mean, you know, Joe Burrow's going to be perfectly fine. Jamar Chase lighting it up per usual. Of course, the haters love to try to say that he was a bust, even one of the biggest busts of all time. Told y'all to wait. Didn't wait. And now he's lighting it up. So I love that. CJ Henderson now gone as well. I think that that's going to be a big factor in this, is the fact that the Jaguars probably lost, in my opinion, their best corner. So I think that Jamar Chase is going to eat up this game. Really like the idea of the Bengals just going off this game.
I totally agree. Like, Trevor Lawrence hasn't looked great.
Yeah.
He looks real late in the offense. Dude, even that flea flicker, dude. What the hell was that this week?
Let's just not talk about that.
Yeah, Bengals are hot. I'm going to do what I should have done last week, and I'm going to pick the Bengals. Yeah, Joe Burrow, dude, Jamar Chase. What a beautiful connection. So far they've gone through 3 weeks straight with a 50-plus yard touchdown.
Yeah.
That's freaking wild.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and Joe Mixon's been good, and he's always good as long as he's healthy, so. All right.
Please edit that out.
Dolphins versus the Colts. We'll start the Sunday slate of games. This one's incredibly tough for me because I love one team, and then I don't know, man. I'm realistic. I'm surprised that my Dolphins were able to compete with the Raiders. Defensively, that's a good squad there. Mm-hmm. They could stay in the game for a little bit, but offensively, it's kind of it's mediocre, man. It's mediocre. Yeah. We don't got much going for us. Jacoby Brissett, I think he's solid enough to keep us in this game, but the Colts, to be honest, the Colts are 0-3. They're not a bad team. They had one of the hardest schedules to start the season. Seahawks, they lost by 12. What was the next game? The Rams, they lost by 3. And then just last week, they lost by 9 to the Tennessee Titans. It was a tough stretch. I think they could get the win here, even if it's in Miami. Miami is the current favorite. Man, I don't believe in this offense for the Dolphins, unfortunately.
I 100% agree with you. I mean, the fact that, Wentz without being 100% healthy, Quentin Nelson without being 100% healthy, they've been able to compete with the top teams that we think are competing for a Super Bowl. I don't think anyone's talking about the Miami Dolphins being a Super Bowl contender with Jacoby Brissett. It's just, unfortunately, that's not the way it's going. I love how Jalen Waddle's doing, though. I actually want to ask you this question, because just going back quickly to the Bengals and Jaguars, do you think Jamar Chase or Penei Sewell would have been the right pick now in retrospect?
That's such a toss-up.
Yeah.
Because I totally understand the whole, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, reunited, and it feels so good.
Yeah.
But then Penei Sewell, and let's be honest, man, the reason he started this season strong is because he's playing on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
he would probably have to acclimate to playing right tackle. We saw the struggles in the preseason at right tackle.
Yeah.
He would probably be starting right tackle for the Bengals. So
Yeah.
Jamar might be the better option off the bat,
Yeah.
but toss
see.
up.
But yeah, I think we both went Colts on that one, right?
Yeah, we both went Colts. We both hate the Dolphins, apparently.
So next game, if I'm not mistaken, it's Washington and as well as Falcons on yours.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So I'll lead off on this one. This is actually a pretty interesting game because finally the Falcons did something, right? Somehow, some way beat the Giants. No idea how. But Washington, in my opinion, is better than the Giants in almost every single facet of their game. Taylor Heineke is not a bum. He actually is pretty damn good. Not an elite quarterback, not of Matt Ryan's level, but I think the rest of the team is a lot better than the Falcons. I am going to be going Washington here.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think the Falcons, they didn't win last week. The Giants lost. There was a couple of errant passes. Like Adoree Jackson should have had a pick in that game.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants just lost that game. I don't like how the Falcons offense has been looking. I feel like they're not using Kyle Pitts properly. They're just using him. They're just throwing him in as a tight end. Like, get creative with him. Like, he is an athletic freak. Throw him on the outside. I think they got to do something different. But this Falcon defense is not that good at all. I think Washington, their defense comes alive. Because their defense has kind of been a letdown to begin the year. But they faced some quality teams to begin the year, to be fair. So at least with Buffalo, who they faced week 1? Chargers. Yeah, so some quality offenses. So yeah, they struggled. Yeah. Okay, I think this is where that defense really gets its bearings. So yeah, it's
gonna be a good week.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't want to. Ever since week 1, after the Falcons got mollywopped by the Eagles, cost me a game, I don't want to go with the Falcons.
Yeah, I've never had faith in the Falcons. People always call me a Falcons hater. It's just like you got to have a defense sometimes too.
It's like I'm just realistic.
Yeah.
All right. So this next game, Buffalo, they're 16.5-point favorites against the Texans. I don't disagree. I think Buffalo, the offense finally looked good. Yeah. Like Zach Moss returned into the lineup and was kind of big. Big. He was splitting carries with Devin Singletary, but he looked like the better back. He was more involved in the receiving game. But yeah, man. I like how gritty this Texans team is.
You love that word.
I love that word because it really defines bad teams that, get upset potentially. This is not one of the cases, though. I think you got to go with the Bills in this one.
Yeah, I love how I started off this by saying the point spreads are really close, and this is going to be a much harder week. And then we're just
there's not one like this point spread.
Yeah, that is 100% true. Yeah, obviously Buffalo should 100% win this game over Davis Mills Texans, but I mean the games get a lot tougher after this. They get a lot tougher to decide.
Yeah, it kind of falls off the cliff.
100%. So next game on the schedule, we got the Bears and the Lions. The Bears. As if you guys sub to my channel, you know that my two teams I grew up rooting for are the Bears and the Steelers. So I have a little bit of something going for the Bears. However, ever since becoming a scout and doing this whole entire channel thing since the beginning of COVID, I've started becoming a fan of players rather than teams. So I'm a big fan. Well, honestly, I'm a Jared Goff supporter, not lover or hater. But I mean, I genuinely have no allegiance to the Bears anymore. I think that their offense doesn't look like they took enough time to develop it for Justin Fields, as well as the offensive line is not ready for Justin Fields. The Lions may have no corners. They may not have the best pass rush in the league. They might have one of the worst, if not the worst, defense in the league. Don't think so. But they have an offense that actually can cook. They have an offensive line that is actually semi-decent. They have running backs that are damn good. That takes away exactly what the Bears are good at. And I think they've been doing a good enough job to pull it off and upset the Bears. Just saying.
I agree. This is, again, back to back. We have gritty teams. The Lions, real gritty, dude. Played Baltimore down to the wire. It took Justin Tucker kicking the longest field goal in NFL history to beat the Lions. The Lions, they looked good in that first half against the Packers. This is a gritty team. But you know what? You talk about being a supporter of Jared Goff. I'm a supporter of Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields a lot. I'm hoping the offense looks a lot better this week.
Yeah.
This is the right defense to face if you're going to do that.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, I think they need to rely a lot more maybe on RPOs, getting the ball out quick.
Yeah.
Because those tackles, they're not holding ground, and just you got to make things a little bit easier for Justin Fields. You can't just be like, oh, if there's pressure, Justin Fields, he's got legs, he can run. It's like, that doesn't work in the NFL.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Fields. This one was a toss-up for me as well. We were both kind of leaning Lions to begin with, but I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's do this. I love David Montgomery. I love Allen Robinson. I love Justin Fields.
Oh yeah.
You got to assume someone works, right? Someone goes off.
It's true. I mean, honestly, it's not the logical choice to go with the Lions, but I think one guy is a lot more seasoned than the other. And he's actually shown some really good flashes in the regular season and has an offensive line.
Yeah, no, it's tough to pick against Detroit in this game right now, but
that's so hard. That's so weird to say.
I know.
It's hard to pick against Detroit.
It's tough to pick against this 0-3 team.
I know. Oh man.
All right, so next game up, man. Got another tough one. The undefeated Carolina Panthers, led by future Hall of Famer Sam Darnold, takes on the 2-1 Dallas Cowboys. I love the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
I've been saying this for like week in and week out. I really believe in this offense. I think they can do a lot to overcome. The defense, kind of bend, don't break. The defense utterly annihilated Jalen Hurts. I don't even think that's, much of a test. But I thought they also looked pretty good against Herbert. And again, dude, Dak. Now Zeke and Tony Pollard last night, they were cooking.
They went off.
So it's a good Panthers defense, but how long can they keep the top on that Cowboys offense? Especially you got Sam Darnold, no CMC. I think that kind of makes a difference. I still think they'll be able to move the ball. Like DJ Moore has been one of the most I think underrated receivers this year thus far.
Yeah.
The guy's been eating. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm going to lean Dallas, man. I'm going to lean Dallas.
I'm going to stick to Dallas as well. Call me boring, but I think Dallas' defense has come on, though. I mean, you see, Micah Parsons is a legit difference maker on that team. He's able to just do a really good job on multiple facets of the game. Trevon Diggs is coming into his own as well. Big fan of that. The offense doesn't need an explanation. The offensive line's actually doing a really good job. The only way I can see the Panthers taking this one over is if there's some turnovers and the Panthers defense gets enough pressure.
Well, they got CJ Henderson. I don't know if they play him this week.
Yeah,
because they don't have JC Horn, so
that's the point. It's not like CJ's their number 2 or their number 3.
Yeah, because they still got Jackson and Boye.
Yeah, they got Dante and stuff. Yeah. But still, the Panthers are a damn good squad. But the Cowboys defense is finally starting to look like they're a cohesive unit. So I'm going to stick Dallas on that one. Next one. We got the Colts. Wait, no, we already did the Colts and the Dolphins. You got your whole
It's the Browns and the Vikings.
The Browns and the Vikings. So
it's a battle between Kevin Stefanski and his former home, his former coach Mike Zimmer.
Yeah. So the Vikings are doing a damn good job, right? They could be 3-0.
They could be.
6 points pretty much away from 3-0. But the Browns also almost beat the Chiefs week 1 and are just going off right now. I think that Nick Chubb wasn't even utilized enough in the last game.
I mean, to
And
be fair, like Hunt was going off.
yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is the team's ready to, they're just ready to always have one guy at least going off. And the defense is so damn good. It's so good. It's unbelievable. I think that the Vikings offensive line is much more porous, much more holes open than what the Browns. I mean, you saw what the Browns did to the Bears offensive line. Vikings have a bit better one, but take away 2 sacks, you get 7 of them. That's still ridiculous, right? So I think Myles Garrett's going to go off this game. Jadavion's going to go off this game. The Browns defense is just stacked, man. And the offense is so good that, I mean, what didn't the Vikings get ran all over in like week 1?
Yeah, and honestly, they looked like they were about to last week against Seattle.
Yeah.
But
so I genuinely think that the Browns are just going to be able to run the clock down and destroy the Vikings.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in that Viking defense, personally. I think the corners are just sitting there waiting to be exposed. It's probably the weakest position on the roster. Dalvin Cook, he could return. Even then, like you said, that's a tough defense. I think the Browns, man, honestly, I think they should have won week 1.
Yeah.
I thought they were close to being the Chiefs. Imagine that, Chiefs starting 0-3.
That'd be crazy.
It would have been nuts. But it's hard to pick against the Browns here. I don't know, man. Maybe fourth quarter, Kirk Cousins makes an appearance. He's got the weapons. Like under the radar last game, like Tyler Conklin, the tight end, he's kind of a legit weapon, man.
Yeah.
He's kind of legit. I think I'm going to lean Browns here. You're right.
Yeah. Giants?
Yeah, I am.
You're going to pick the bottom of the roller coaster?
This is tough. I want to believe in the Giants against the Saints. That Saints defense is just so good. And the Giants defense has yet to step up. Like, I know that defense can be good, and they just lost a big cog in that system in Blake Martinez.
Huge.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good run stuffer, and that's the thing. The Saints, their offense really gets rolling when they can consistently run the ball and take that pressure off Jameis. Man, do I believe in Danny Dimes?
I don't.
I'm going to Saints.
Yeah. Like, do I even need to talk more about the Saints? The Saints had honestly, we might say they had a fluky week 2 rather than a fluky week 1. The Saints looked really legitimate last week against a team that we thought would be perfect for carving them up because, again, that offense didn't look like it was meant for the deep ball and to be explosive. Well, it doesn't really matter because that defense is so damn good. Yeah. I'm going to be rocking the Saints as well. Daniel Jones hasn't been turning over the ball until this week.
Yeah, but he hasn't been turning over the ball in general this whole year, but he also hasn't been scoring. That's the thing.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 3 games, not great. So 100% on board with you on the Saints. Next game, keeping up with the boring tradition, Titans, Jets.
I thought the games got tougher after this.
Me too.
Maybe we overestimated what was going on here.
I mean, there's a couple games that come up here that seem.
Yeah. Right after, this next one too.
Yeah, I think you're gonna call the bottom of the Jameis Winston roller coaster and go Jackson.
I was tempted, but
yeah, because I was locked in on Saints. Because just like I'm locked in on the Titans for this game, Titans Jets. I don't really think I need to explain this one very much. The Jets really just aren't good. And again, have patience with a guy like Zach Wilson. He doesn't have anything really right now. He has some good receivers, but you don't have an offensive line. You don't have a solid number 1 running back. You're not going to be really doing much unless you are a seasoned veteran. That defense isn't great either. So Titans are just going to be able to eat up this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Jets' defense, at least the front, the defensive line is pretty darn solid.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they could do so. Maybe they could stop for a little bit Derrick Henry, But yeah, no, I think Ryan Tannehill could really carve up that defense. Even if they're down AJ Brown, like they got Julio Jones, they got
Josh
Raymond?
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Khalif Raymond is not on the team, I don't think.
Huh?
He's not Khalif Raymond, I think, was the guy you're thinking of. He's on a different team, I think, right now.
Yeah. Well, they got what is it, Nick Westbrook something.
Yeah.
Who actually played pretty well last game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it all comes down to offense for the Jets, man. There is none. They're on life support.
Yeah.
They're looking like, okay, hold up. I want to check this out. I'm kind of curious. The Jets have scored a combined 20 points in the first 3 games this season.
Ouch.
Yeah.
They're in single digit per game.
Yeah. This one you really can't pick against the Titans. At least it just doesn't make sense unless it's some big upset.
Yeah. You want to see another game that you can't bet against a certain team?
I mean, could we see a big upset? Maybe. Hey, this Chiefs team's in a free fall. Dude, they can't snag a win. They quite easily could be 0-3. I mean, it's not even like they lost to good teams. The Chargers, the Ravens, they beat the Browns. Are those good teams? They are good teams.
They're great.
We're going with the Chiefs.
I was like, come on, man. Like, don't pull a me last week. I had faith in the Eagles because their defensive front. But, yeah, no, the Chiefs all the way. They're tasting blood. They're literally, what? Aren't they last in their division?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Denver, the Raiders, 2 teams that, we suspected would be probably last in the division.
Well, the Eagles just lost to pretty much the NFC version of the Chiefs, which is a superpowered offense with all right defense in the Cowboys.
Yeah, but that Chiefs defense is really bad.
Yeah, just deja vu. I think it's Chiefs going to be taking it by 15.
Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts. I feel more correct about what he is. They were able to put a lid on him. He didn't I know he ended up getting two or 3 touchdowns in that game, but a lot of it was in garbage time. Okay. Where it's like, all right, well, we're down 20. That offense is just so stagnant.
Yeah,
it hasn't been good since the first quarter. I'll give them the first quarter. That's that Niners game.
Yeah.
That offense hasn't been good. Did I say defense?
No, you said offense.
Okay, good.
Yeah, don't worry. We all know
words.
We all know
that. Yeah, that offense hasn't been good for now a game and a half. I think they can get a little play in this game, but you're not keeping up with the Chiefs. I don't know if Josh Gordon's ready to go, but that's crazy. I think that's wild. You get another deep threat. It's kind of tasty, but yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to eat.
Yeah. Next game, Cardinals-Rams.
Man.
I don't think this is actually a hard game to choose. The Cardinals have been pretty damn close with pretty terrible teams.
They beat Tennessee week 1.
Tennessee, Taylor Lewan was crap. Without those 5 sacks, the Titans probably would have been able to do something. So I'm not discounting the Cardinals saying they're crap, but I'm saying that they're hot for the wrong reasons. I was watching Cardinals play last week, and obviously the score was closer because of the stupid decision for the 68-yard field goal. But, I mean, Kyler's stats right now, he has a 77% completion percentage, but a lot of this is super short, super quick passes and stuff. The Rams are perfectly built for that.
Kingsbury.
Yeah, but the Rams are perfectly built for that. I think that the Rams are just ready to totally dominate the Cardinals. They don't have a great run game. The Rams don't have great linebackers. So I think that that's kind of mitigated right there. I think also the Rams have a really good defensive front, but I think Jalen Ramsey is going to be a huge X factor in this game, blowing up blitzes and blowing up screens. I think it's going to really put a hamper on the Cardinals in the long run. So I'm going to be taking the Rams here at home in SoFi.
Yeah, I agree. This Rams offense has been impressive, I think.
Yeah.
They've been, man, Sean McVay's you saw how excited he was that they got the deep ball going.
Yeah.
Did you see him run down, be the first person to congratulate Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's
And the
disgusting.
thing is, like, that was like his third target of the game. Matthew Stafford was short on the first two.
Yeah.
To be fair, like on one of them, he was like in the process of getting hit. So, but that he could have easily had 3 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, this is a scary offense. And you talked about how the linebacking core is not that great. Like for the Rams, I think Kenny Young's kind of turned it on this year. And plus, when you play with Aaron Donald, like it kind of like it hides a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of your mediocre or to maybe bad positions.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think this one's an easy for me. Especially like they were losing at halftime to the Jags.
They only were losing because of that kick return touchdown, though.
Why are you going for a 68-yard field goal?
That was stupid. That's ridiculous.
That's literally what's the worst that could happen. Oh,
Yeah.
that. Okay.
All right. Seahawks. And Niners.
Yeah, Seahawks Niners, man. This one I say is tough.
Yeah.
Man, I really want to go with Russell Wilson. I
I am.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, this is tough though. It's the Niners. They're at home. Like they played the Packers close, and I don't think that offense was very good, very efficient last game. Like
Yeah, definitely. The Niners have a good team. It's not like that easy to choose the Seahawks.
yeah, and you know what? The Seahawks defense sucks. Like, man, Kirk Cousins and Alexander Madison were eating.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And I think Elijah Mitchell returns, which, I mean, now you can combine Elijah Mitchell and Trey Sermon. Sermon didn't look too great against the Packers.
The missile.
The missile, yeah. Man, oh, golly gee, dude. I do want to believe in Russell Wilson so bad. Like, I'm a big Russ fan. Like, DK, Tyler, even Chris Carson. That offensive line's solid. But I honestly, like, they disappeared at the second half.
Yeah.
When they needed to show up with, like, oh, this game could be a shootout, they did not. Yeah, I think I'm going to go the Niners.
Yeah. Well,
Holy crap.
I'm going the Seahawks because the Niners brought on Josh Norman and immediately put him as the number 1 corner. And you just mentioned the names of their top 2 wide receivers. So the Niners, you're saying the Seahawks aren't good defensively? I don't know how the hell the Packers didn't run up the score on the Niners. Genuinely have no idea.
Dude's that Nick Bosa, baby. Gets in.
Yeah.
Him,
Yeah.
Eric Armstead.
Yeah, the
Even
defensive front's
Javon
really good.
Kinlaw's been good.
But still rocking Seahawks right there.
Yeah, no, that was a tough one. It's tough to bet against the Seahawks, but they could be trending down, man.
It's true.
Could be
It's
a
true.
spiral.
But I don't think so. I think they have a bounce back week. But that's our second game that we've disagreed on so far. So finally, we got a little bit of disagreement after starting the episode.
I should have just went Giants.
I know you should have. But the next game, Ravens and Broncos, that's another tough one. The Broncos are red hot. Teddy Bridgewater is looking like Pro Bowl Teddy, if not better. He's looking like he's the best of his entire career. Has the running game starting to go as well for the Broncos. Defense needs no introduction. They're against crap teams. We'll just lay it out there.
Jets, Giants, Jags.
Yep, exactly.
Combined,
Not
they
good
have
team.
one win.
Yeah, I know. Combined.
Wait, do they?
What? I mean, the Giants have one win, right? No, they don't.
No.
Oh my goodness. So the Broncos have not beat a team that hasn't won yet. At all. So it's not like a winning record thing. They haven't won a single game.
Yeah,
The
Jags
Ravens-
didn't win week 1. I forgot that they lost to the Texans.
Oh my goodness.
How can I forget?
The Ravens are a legit team. I think that their running game is severely depleted, but their entire offensive line's there. Their number 1 running back is still healthy. He also is starting to throw the ball a little bit better. So if his receivers cannot drop the ball like Marquise Brown, yes, I'm giving credit to Lamar Jackson, then 100% the Ravens should just run away with this, even though the defense is that good for the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos got a few guys beat up. KJ Hamler, Jared Jeudy. I mean, I like Tim Patrick. I like Cortland Sutton. Obviously, how they win is the run game. I don't think the Ravens give them that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting matchup there. But Lamar Jackson's one of, if not the most hard to stop player in all of football. Like you said, dude, his players have been dropping balls.
Yeah,
it's been quite unfortunate. Like, to be fair, that Lions game, it was super close. That's a gritty Lions team. And Lamar, he was under the weather. Like, I think he was a game time decision actually because of illness. But I think they'll look much better, even against a very good Broncos defense. It's just Lamar's so tough to stop. Rashad Bateman, supposedly might return this week, so maybe get some sure hands there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough to pick against the Ravens here, especially considering the Broncos. While they haven't played any of these teams close outside of the Giants, yeah, the level of the competition hasn't been great. This, I think, serves as a reality check.
Yeah.
Steelers, Packers. We got two Hall of Famers, Big Ben Roethlisberger and Aaron Rodgers. One nearing the end of his career. The other probably shouldn't be playing.
Yeah. One near the end of his career, one at the end.
Yeah. One at the end of his career with the Packers. One that's just past the end. Dude, the Steelers offenses look terrible. They might get Deontay Johnson back. That's great. But they're not moving the ball. They couldn't move the ball against the Bengals. And even if you want to give benefit of the doubt to like, oh, the Bengals defense isn't that bad, it's not like they're like a top 15 defense in the league. Yeah. This team can't win a shootout. TJ Watt, he's supposed to come back, currently questionable. I don't know if that's good enough to stop Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones. Like, even with the most beat up offensive line going into that San Fran game, they were fine. They were playing ahead that whole game. Yeah, I think this one's kind of easy. I'm going to go with the Packers. Packers at home.
Same here. I will say that Aaron Jones he's averaged under 4 yards per carry.
Yeah, dude, but look at what he does as a receiver.
Yeah, well, I'm fine with that, but it's like I just got to comment on the running game. It's not like Aaron Jones has been spectacular behind the offensive line. But yeah.
I mean, I'm more so like protecting Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. So I think the Steelers, I called it last year. I said it should have been time for Ben just to go and just hit the reset button. But, they got Najee. I said that I love that pick. If Ben can be competitive, if they can get an offensive line, they couldn't. And poor Najee's getting, 19 targets and getting beaten up in his early career. It's kind of disappointing to me. But, yeah, the Packers exponentially better. As you guys know, again, Steelers fan. Yeah, not good. But
Sunday
next game,
night. It's a big one.
Yeah, Sunday night, Buccaneers, Patriots. Tom Brady going back and will get his revenge against the Patriots. Mac and Cheese had a pretty tough time against the Saints defense.
Yeah, he did.
The Buccaneers defense is not as good as the Saints, granted, but the offense is 10 times better. So I think that Tom Brady had a little bit of a slowdown last game. Statistically, no, but touchdown-wise, yeah. I still think that he takes the cake on this one. I genuinely do.
I mean, that Rams team might be one of the, they're a top 5 team in the league.
Yeah.
We even said last week, there's no shame. It was a tough pick in that game. They're two of the best teams. Tom Brady's going to eat. This Tampa Bay defense, in terms of, they're one of the toughest teams to rush against.
Yeah.
Damian Harris. We saw what happened last week when, with the Patriots, when they couldn't get the run game going, they couldn't get nothing going.
Nothing.
And, I know the secondary's beat up for the Tampa Bay, but even if, they get Jamil Dean back, they're bringing in Richard Sherman, at least in terms of they're talking to him.
Yeah.
But even if they just bring Jamil Dean back, I think that's more than enough. They had a lot of, I would say, mental whiffs the last game. Like you had one kid, yeah, like Mike Edwards.
Yeah.
He got beat. He basically got played by Matthew Stafford. Carlton Davis looks. No one's back there guarding. He has no backup for Deshaun Jackson, one of the fastest receivers in the league. On another touchdown, or I think touchdown or first down with Deshaun Jackson, he got picked by his own player in Devin White. Like there was a lot of like mental like, oh, what the heck. Yeah. But yeah, no, Tom Brady. I don't know why I made it this long. Tom Brady, he's gonna bend over the Patriots in Foxborough.
Exactly. End it off Monday night. The best Raiders team ever.
Dude, Derek Carr's elite. I mean, he's playing like it.
You're starting this one off, right?
I guess I am. This is tough. Okay. I think I'm gonna go the Raiders against the Chargers, man. I'm believing the hype. I'm riding this Derek Carr train into the ground, dude. I believe the hype. Derek Carr might be a top 5 quarterback by the end of the year. At least top 10. He's leading this offense, dude. They might get Josh Jacobs back. Who cares? Don't need him. Derek Carr is all you need. Darren Waller. It doesn't matter if it's Henry Ruggs. Hunter Renfrow. Even Byron Edwards got a little bit in the action. Like, this offense is good. And you know what? This defense, they're actually playing pretty darn well. Max Crosby, Yannick Ngakoue, Keelan Farrell, never needed you. Goodbye. They're getting pressure. And that is helping the secondary so much. So much. Casey Hayward has had one heck of a bounce back year. Let's talk about comeback player of the year. You got to throw Casey Hayward's name in there.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going
that way. Derek Carr's hype train has run into the ground for me. The fact that they almost lost to the Dolphins last week kind of just shows that they are.
Say about the Dolphins, man.
They ain't good. That's what I'm saying.
They ain't good. What you want to make of it?
Yeah, if we're gonna be honest here, the Chargers are an elite Super Bowl caliber team. Should be honestly 3-0, and Justin Herbert's just going off. He's amazing. Cheers to Casey Hayward for actually coming back and playing at a very high level. Great job by the Raiders for picking him up. But
he's returning in this game too.
Yeah. It's
this
like
is a revenge game. We talked about Tom Brady. No one's talking about Casey Hayward
because it's not going to be a revenge game for him. The Chargers are going to go off this game. The Raiders' offensive line can be porous at points, especially to a Chargers front that isn't too shabby. I think the Chargers have a good enough defense to hold off the Raiders and a great offense to be able to close it out and kick him to the curb.
Yeah, no, this one was actually pretty tough for me. I think both Derek Carr and Justin Herbert are playing really good football right now. And it was so tough. Like, it really came down to which defense I think can stop the other at least a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I ended up going with like the passers. The combination of Yannick and Max have been devastating. Joey Bosa, he's kind of by himself there. So
yeah. The other guy's named Uchenna Nwosu?
Yeah, I think he's a fine rotation guy. I don't think he should be a like main down guy. But there we go. We differed on that pick, even though I felt like I might have been forced into it. But you know what? I'm cool with Ryan Derek Carr, dude. I'm cool with it.
All right.
I like it. But that's it for the video. Go ahead, let us know your picks in the comment section below. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Okay, you are doing it. I'm sorry, my arm's blocking you. Later.
I'm like this, and like you aren't moving. I'm like,
it's like my arm was literally directly over your side of the screen.
I know.